everybody, to another great episode of Real Life Matters. I'm your host with the most, and DBoss. Today, I'm telling you, it's been a power-packed, inspiring night today, and we've just had so many amazing people come on. But I got somebody from our hometown, Montreal, and she's coming on. She is a singer. She sings jazz, R&B, soul. Oh my gosh. And she's just soaring. She's coming up and everything. So without further ado, I'll introduce to you Thea Cruz.
Hi.
Welcome. Well, you got on the same color, girl.
I know, right? We matching.
It's burgundy wine or whatever. And we didn't get the memo, and we came in with the memo.
Yeah, we just came in and we're like, yeah, we didn't have to say nothing. We just knew what the color scheme was today.
Wow. And girl, Thea, is that your real name, or is that a name?
It's my second name. Okay. It's my second name. So as an Asian, my parents decided to give me about like 5 names. Yeah, no, they enjoyed naming me longer than my Medicare card. But
did it fit all the letters on there, or they give it?
No, it's full names. There's no letters. It's full names. Full names. I have like 2 last names, 3 last names, a middle name, and a first name.
So Thea Cruz. So how'd you get that? Is that your name you added on yourself?
So Thea is my middle name, and Cruz is the last part of my last name.
Okay.
Yeah, so I have a pretty long. My first name is Misael. My middle name is Thea, and my last name is Esteves Ramones de la Cruz.
Oh, so you're Asian, or you're a little bit of mix in there?
I'm Filipina.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
she's Filipino. Well, hey, your people must be going to be watching you from all over, because we're here with 12 million viewers.
Awesome.
And, yes. So tell us how you got started in the music in business.
So for me, at a young age, especially in the Filipino community, they kind of hand you a mic, put you on stage, and they say, sample. Give us a sample. What can you do, even if you don't know what they're asking for? And then I think because my family's so musically oriented, like my uncles, they play guitar and stuff, and it's a big deal in the community. By the age of about like 4 or 5, I was singing in church choir.
Okay.
And then by the age of about 10 or 11, there were like singing competitions in the park. We had like these Filipino festivals in Mackenzie Park. I don't know if you know Mackenzie Park. So there, right? So yeah, those big festivals there, and there's like these small singing contests. So my parents would put me in that. By the age of 14, I did the first ever PhilCan Idol singing competition here in Montreal. Got first runner up 2005, 2006. I got like first runner up. And then from there, just started competing in other competitions. Next thing you knew it, I was already singing the national anthem for the NHL game for the Montreal Canadiens. Next thing you know it, I'm competing in LA for the World Championships of Performing Arts. And then just recently, I did the anthem for the LA Clippers in Los Angeles. So that was pretty fun.
Wow. And she's so pretty, this girl here.
Thank you.
You're going to go a long way.
Thank you.
So you said that your family members were playing or are in the entertainment industry. Yeah. So did that inspire you to do what you're doing?
Not necessarily. I actually did not want to do it at first. It was more of like my mom and my dad kind of forced me to do singing lessons and all that. And I really hated it. I like dancing. I like boxing and all that. Like I didn't want to do, of course, as a child, you don't want to do what your parents want you to do. You do the complete opposite. But then when I had my kid in 2012, I was like, I want to show him that I can be a mom, I can be a businesswoman, and I can also follow the dreams that I want to do with everything around me. And nothing is an obstacle, everything's a lesson. And I want to show him that I'm more than capable of fulfilling that dream and not settling for just something small. So,
and that's a good motto to go by.
Oh, yeah.
So who would you like to work with that you haven't? Because I have people here on Real Life Matters, they seem to scoop people up. We already had a couple of them.
Me, to be honest, what's most important, because it's happened a lot in my career where I was either taken advantage of or taken for granted or, looked at as as like some sort of symbol or something, an object. What's most important to me is if you want to work with me is that you have like, goodness at heart, and
Hmm.
that we click. And most important, it's just like I get that it's about the money, and I get about that it's about the work, but it's about the art. And if you have that
Right.
same passion as me, creating music, not necessarily to get big, but just to entertain and put your emotions out in it, then I'll work with you.
But you don't got any particulars that you want to guide people, women, somebody that you want to work with?
Bruno Mars.
Woo!
Yeah, Bruno Mars, Christina Aguilera. She's a
Okay.
tough one, but she's a powerhouse. So I I'm a powerhouse too. So to complement each other's voices, that would be great. And I guess who, but she passed away. It would have been Amy Winehouse. Amy Winehouse would have been like my top.
Oh,
Yeah, should have been my top.
okay. All right. So you write your own stuff,
I do.
and you do your own, and so your it says Filipino Souls Blues, and you released The Better Woman. So
Yeah.
what was behind writing that song, The Better Woman? What made you write that song?
So Better Woman actually was a song that I wrote about 3 years ago.
Okay.
I didn't find the right person to make the beat for that song until I met this amazing Filipino guitarist in Winnipeg, and I heard him play his guitar, and I was like, I found the guy. So we decided to co-produce that beat. But where the song came from, when I was a lot younger, before I met my husband, I had a man who, well, unfortunately, cheated on me.
Mm.
And sometimes there are a lot of things left unsaid. And the way I wrote this song was basically like putting that letter onto paper, and it's like sending that message out there. Um, and I hope that a lot of women who have been cheated on can see that in this story, that y- no matter what the man does to you, you need to realize that, are you willing to just stay in there and get hurt, or just get out of it and be the better person? You're the better woman. You're better without that. Like, I want women to understand that you're independent, you have everything going on for you and everything. If you get a man, you love him, you call him your better half. But for me, a man is an accessory. At the end of the day, if I can do it myself, if I love him, he'll be there. But if he messes around with me, or, does something to me that hurts me, I'm more than capable of living on my own. I don't depend on him. Right. So,
So
yeah.
you're your own full person.
Oh,
So you
yes,
don't.
100%.
Yeah, because I was just on the air with another person and domestic abuse, and and a lot of that hurts a lot of people in your career
Yeah.
and what you want to do, because then your whole outlook and some of your music may reflect the stuff that you're doing in that, and
Yes.
and it does, right? So when you've been hurt, you've been abused, something
Oh, yeah.
happened to you, but what the good part is that when you come
Yes. 100%.
through it
100%.
and it takes a lot of people don't realize the women, as women, we still got to get up, you still got to do this, you still got to do
Oh,
that,
yeah. Oh,
you
yeah.
still got to get up and go to work. There's
Mm-hmm.
a lot of things that women do. You still got to come home and clean the house, you still got to come home, then
Yep.
you're an entertainer on top of that, you still
Yeah.
got to put on that whole persona.
I do. 100%. It's a lot to take on. A lot of people don't see how hard it is to, like, I'm happy go lucky, like, like, I won't show that I'm struggling, but it's hard. It's hard. Like, I love what I do, but sometimes, it's good to take like a mental break, I guess, and kind of like recollect your thoughts and be like, okay, I'm doing this because, and remembering my three whys, and then just getting back into it afterwards.
And what's your three whys?
My three whys is my son, because like what I said, like I wanted him to kind of see that he is more than capable of following whatever goal or dreams that he wants to do.
Right.
Second is my husband. My husband, like, I've been a stay-at-home mom since my son has been born. He's turning 9 tomorrow.
Wow.
But he sacrificed a lot to work. Like, my husband's a DJ and he's a sound technician as well, but he sacrificed a lot to work, like 7 days a week. Weekends he's DJing for like events, birthday parties, weddings, and during the week he's working really hard. and all that money to like make sure that there's a roof over our head and support me as a musician and as a singer and support my son. And third why is for me. I've been doing music my whole life, and I know 100% is that I'll regret it if I didn't try. So, yeah.
And then off the air, we said, you knew the girl that got just the other day, and sadly in the news, Rebecca Henry was died from domestic abuse. So how are you taking that? And you went to school with her.
Yeah, I think I'm still not. It's not registered yet for me. I think, like I know it's gonna come out eventually, like how like it hits home, but it's not even that. It's just the fact that 7 women in 7 weeks in one city. The government should see that there's a problem here with whatever protocols that they're doing, because domestic violence has gone up crazy since COVID lockdowns. Mental health issues has gone up crazy exponentially since lockdowns. And regardless of how much news that you hear about it, I don't see the government taking any steps to reassure that it doesn't happen again. And that's where I'm just baffled, right? Like,
and then you're baffled because you went to school and she never said anything to you about.
But how many women have to die for something to be done about it? That's where I'm at, right? Like, I've had friends come out of like relationships where, like they were beaten and stuff. And I understand the situation where like they can't just leave, or they're not necessarily financially stable to leave, or like it's a whole mental process, right?
Mm-hmm.
But with lockdown, a lot of those resources to help you get out of a situation like that is not necessarily available right now either, right?
And then I was saying that a lot of people sometimes don't believe you. They think that maybe it was you that did something, but necessarily it's not you. It's probably the man has a problem.
Because manipulatively, the man will make you feel, or vice versa, depending on whatever domestic abuse that you're living, will manipulate your mind into thinking that you're the reason why this is happening to you. Jeez. And it's not even just in domestic abuse. It's in just everything is just happening right now. And you would be so surprised how some people would be like, oh, she, like, how people, they will bash, like, oh, she should have left. Why was she even there? And now, like, any kind of situation, there will be people like that. But if you don't put yourself in their shoes and you don't understand what they're going through mentally, you have no opinion to say.
Yeah. But the only opinion now is that you don't know, and now she died, and she couldn't.
And all you can do right now is, like, we can have a strike and we can have all these things, fine. But the government is not going to do anything when we do that. But you know how people say one voice is strong enough? Like, one person can do something and some people will follow?
Yes.
So we can't just sit there and talk. We got to start doing something about it.
And women got to come a little bit more forward.
Oh yeah, they need to
about what's happening, and you can't blame them for the situation because you don't know.
No blame game. That's the reason why they don't speak out, because not everybody knows how to speak to somebody going through a situation like that, right? Like, there's got to be like some sort of helpline or something where women can talk. No judgments, no no advice. Just talk.
Just let you talk it out.
Just talk it out. Sometimes women, we want to talk it out. We don't want to hear the advice. We don't want you to fix it. We just want to talk. And then at the same time, naturally, your brain will start to realize what you're saying. Then you can make up your next plan, right? So people don't necessarily talk because they don't want to be judged. And that is the whole problem with it. They don't talk because they don't want to be judged. They don't want to be criticized. They don't want to be told that what they're doing is wrong. They don't want to be told that. And it sucks that that's the world that we live in.
And it sucks that you lost a friend or somebody to this.
Yeah,
and that's really hurt, and it's not just you. She probably was a friend to a lot of people.
Oh yeah, a lot of people.
Now you can't tell her nothing. You can't say, you were like, oh my gosh, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Or maybe you didn't even know the signs.
At the end of the day, it's time we did something.
Mm-hmm.
It's time that whether it's through music, whether it's through podcast, whether it's through a foundation, anything, there has to be more visibility on the resources to help women like that. There has to be a visibility on the resources, posts, shared number, something. Because I don't even through, I have like 5,000 friends on my Facebook, and I go through that and there's nothing that has like resources for help. It's just all memes about like COVID and curfew. You know, like we need to make the important information come out. Yes. And I think, we need to push important information, resources, telephone numbers, helplines. Those need to be available. Like there's no, even just looking for a helpline, you got to Google it and like scroll down until you find a good one. Like, no, we need something that's like,
bam, it's right there.
Bam, right there in your face is the helpline. You call it, and no like extra numbers. Press 1 for this, press 2 for this. No, somebody answers the phone right away. How can I help you? No extra work.
Thank you, Tia, for telling people this, because, this is weighing heavy on your heart. And today, you had to do this interview today, and, and a lot of people just like, a lot of people are still in shock.
Yeah, 100%.
This was happening. But, I thank you for, expressing your view on that and telling people and saying what we need, and listen to Tia out there. But when we come back, we're going to take a brief moment, and you'll come back and we're going to hear Tia sing.
Yes.
A little something so she can get it off her chest. All right. So we'll be right back. All right. So take a minute. Goodbye.
Looking for a TV show that brings you a raw, uncut, unbiased opinion? What about a show providing a platform to tell us about your business or talent? Tune in to Talk It Out, Monday through Friday, hosted by Chill of Come Clean Empire and his co-hosts, DBoss, Corey Whitmore, and DJ Despair, where we bring you not just a TV show, but a TV experience.
Welcome to Real Life Matters. I'm your host, DBoss. Real Life Matters is a power-packed, inspired program that brings you real people with real matters. If you're a company, brand, or artist, we will take you to the next level. Watch Real Life Matters Monday to Friday right here.
So mass torts are any sort of lawsuits that affect people harmed by products. And so my job here is to lead up the investigations on those products, and also help our team, manage our team that answer the phone calls when our clients call in every day, and fix our clients' problems and help them guide the case managers with the issues that they're having with our clients or with the defendant.
One more. So 3 heaping tablespoons of tomato paste. We're gonna go in with our chicken. There you go. So you want to give this a good mix now. Make sure your cabbage is coated with everything.
We've all encountered a boy who was a bit more effeminate and dainty than the average boy. We've all at some point met a girl who was a bit more butch, who walked, talked, and dressed just a little bit more like Steve than Eve. Does this mean that he or she has a greater tendency to become a homosexual? Many parents whose children have turned out to be gay admit that their children display signs of gender non-conformity before the age of 10.
Let me wine on you, girl. Let me wine on you. Let me wine on you. Yeah, I'm catching fever, a fever, running on you. Don't wear your body and coiling, girl. I'm not toying with you. I'm a believer, receiver, taking from Here's what I wanna do, girl. Let me wine on you, and let me wine on you, girl. Let me wine on you, push back and let me wine on you.
Well, we're back here, everybody, with Thea Cruz, and and she's here, and she's gonna sing for us. And she's coming up. She's dealing. She just dealt with this girl. Just died the other day from domestic abuse, and it's just been. A lot of people are shocked, and she's still in shock. And I really commend her for even coming on. And a lot of people want answers in their mind what happened, but unfortunately, they can't really get the answers, and the person that did it won't give you the answers. So, But anyways, we're gonna hear a little bit with Thea. So you can tell us the song that you're gonna sing for us.
So I'm gonna sing you guys my new song that just came out last Saturday, and it's called "Better Woman." I'm just gonna turn on my reverb, and we'll get started.
All right.
Testing, yay. We were at the bar and we're taking shots of my favorite liquor. Then you came to me, baby, please don't leave. After telling me the reasons you cheated on me. So you lied and you cheated, you expect me to believe it. All the sorries that I love you, you expect me to forgive you. I don't think that I can, so grow up, be a man. I'm done with your I'm a better woman. I'm a better woman. Some days your shoulder would be cold. At times you would ignore all my calls. You think I wasn't on to you? Well, baby, this ain't true. 5 months and 6 days, you knew that we were through. You thought I was clueless, but the joke is on you. So you lied and you cheated. You expect me to believe in all the sorries that I love you. You expect me to forgive you. I don't think that I can. So grow up, be a man. I'm done with your I'm a better woman. I'm a better woman. You stopped calling me, you stopped loving me, and every time you would come home, you wouldn't notice me. You thought I've had enough, now that you broke this trust. Without you, I'm a better woman. Without you, I'm a better woman. Without you, I'm a better woman. Thank you.
Wow, girl.
Thank you.
What a voice.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Oh my gosh. You're going places. I was like, look at this girl here singing this live. That was live at home for y'all not watching this. It was live. Wow, a better woman. Wow. It's a really good song.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
or whatever. What you have anything else that you're coming out? This just released. Is that your first one or?
Actually, I do have a couple of songs already on Spotify. So if you search Thea Cruz on Spotify, you should be able to find my EP called Untold Stories, and the last song that I launched in 2019 called Stand to Empower Women. This song did just come out. I just dropped it last Saturday, so you guys can enjoy that. And I'm filming a music video for this song on Saturday, this Saturday coming, and it should be dropped around my birthday, mid-April. So yeah.
Wow. Better Woman. Wow. I really like that. I'm going to go back and listen to it.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So can you tell everybody where you're to find you on social media if they want to book you? Oh my gosh, you're good.
Yes. So you can go to my Facebook. You can search for Thea Cruz on Facebook. That is my fan page. On Instagram, you can look for Thea Cruz _official. And on YouTube, it's also Thea Cruz. So I'd appreciate if you guys can subscribe and follow me on all of my social media platforms to see what else is coming up and what are the next upcoming projects that I have.
Well, Tia, I tell you, this was something today. Wow.
Thank you so much.
You're so talented. It just, and people come from Montreal, so let's start.
All talent's got to come out, right?
That cold Montreal. We don't miss it much for that part.
It's not so bad anymore. It's actually pretty nice outside, which I'm excited about.
Well, now, yeah, but usually it's very
it's damp and cold. Yeah, it is. I go to Toronto a lot too, right? So
okay,
I'm in Toronto. I haven't been there since spring break because of COVID, right? So
yeah. So any shout outs you want to go before we sign out?
Of course, to my sponsor, shout out Uptown Tattoos, Japan Brand Montreal. Shout out to Ricardo Reception Halls, who's actually sponsoring the venue for the music video that is coming up. Shout out to Makeway Studios, where I record my tracks. Of course, to my team in Toronto. Shout out to Mike, Head Top, Ryan Wild. Hi.
Wow.
And of course, shout out to the producer of the beat, Yachts Music, David Manalo from Winterpeg, Canada. So yeah.
Winterpeg. We know it's Winnipeg, which is freezing over there.
If it's freezing, you know it's cold. It's called Winterpeg for a reason.
Well, Tia, I do want to thank you for today. And when you come out with your next album, I want you to come back on again. So
awesome.
Tell us, tell me what it is. We're going to be out. You're going to be out there. I'm going to put you out there myself because I'm telling you, the voice.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right. Sorry. And everybody, I do want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight because we're night. We doing our stuff, but it's okay.
But thank you for having me as well. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate that.
Thank you. So you just keep in touch with me, and we'll see if we can get you on some other platforms here because people got to know about you.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
All right. So everybody, bye for now. Bye.
Bye, guys.